Hi everybody, welcome back to those who've been hanging with me some time, and welcome to those of you who are new to my channel. I'm Adela Lavine, intuitive and medium. All right, so happy new year, happy holidays. We have a new year coming, and I thought it'd be fun to, well, kind of fun. I think it'd be fun to see what 2023, how we are going to be changing as people, meaning like how's pop culture changing? How are we changing in the things that we do? Now, some of these things you guys have already seen, like for instance, let's get the elephant out of the room, AI. Throw something up, Citric, AI. AI, artificial intelligence, is like taken, by storm. We're seeing people like using it to write stuff. People are using it for pictures. I used it in my last video in my thumbnail. I will probably use pictures again. They were of me. And I have been telling people for so long that we were not going to be moving back. We were going to be moving forward into the future, and the future is here. Now, what does that do to like us as people? People feel like, what is it going to look like in the future? Now, I've been saying this for a long time, and I'm going to repeat it. The whole beehive effect, that's what I call this, meaning that we are creating beehives. We are going to create beehives of, in all the areas, whether it's going to be in entertainment or in retail or your professional job, meaning like if you can create your own little following, your own little people that are supporting your business or whatever you do, or if you're part of a beehive and keeping it going, this is the new way. I feel the old way of global domination and these blockbuster huge movies of entertainers and people going, I need to have my face on every place everywhere. I think that is over. And now I have said this, and if you have followed me for some time, I have said this for a long time, that this was going to be over, that we are moving into a time where people just want to go, I want to follow this person. I want to support this person. This person makes me laugh every day. I'm fine. And we are seeing it. You see it on apps like TikTok. You see it on Instagram. You see it on YouTube. Period. People are just saying, I want to do what I want to do. And we're going to keep going in this way, fast speed ahead. And what is that going to do for like what we think is like, the collective whole, meaning like where we all agree that we like something? Well, I feel like it's already happening, except for it being like a unanimous, like we all like A, we all like B. It's going to be the different beehives, and we are going to share them with each other, meaning like, oh, did you see this person that I think is really funny, or this person has a beautiful voice, or this person is really smart about law or whatever. So these beehives, I feel like, are going to be creating the influence with each other. So I'm going to say this. All right, here we go. In my little my little version of tea of what I see, I feel like that the age of influencers are going to just keep fading. Now, I said this like a few years ago, and I know we're still seeing it, but as you can notice, it's just not having the same potency it had before. People are not liking being told what to do and how to do it. Cue my cat. She thinks she's an influencer, by the way. There you go. So people don't like the idea of someone going, hey, here's me, I dress perfect, I'm acting perfect, and this is what you should do. I feel people are getting more in touch with their own like self and wanting rawness. So we're going to have people just going like, I just want things in a real kind of way. I just want to be connected to someone who kind of speaks my language, who kind of feels similar to me, thinks in my kind of way, and just talks to me like I'm a person, not like they're just, selling me and making it all polished. Now, I'm just going to give an example, okay? I just finished watching Top Gun 2. Top Gun, anyone? I saw the first one, obviously, because I grew up in the 80s and everything. And when you're watching things like this, and leave in the comments below if you agree, doesn't it just feel like outdated? Like when you're seeing these type of big blocks, big blockbuster movies and such, when you see these things, it just kind of feels like outdated. It feels like, oh, okay, like, it's like these catchy phrases like, are we going to get them? Like, it doesn't feel today. And the reason why is because people used to believe in this fantasy or want to get caught in the fantasy of this world where everything wraps up in a nice, neat little bow. But nobody is in that mood anymore. We are not there anymore. We want to see the bows all over the place. We want to see them tossed all over the floor, everywhere. We want to see people like going, it didn't work out, because we have figured it out. This was all just a ruse. It was just a way to kind of sell us a lie and keep us wanting for more. So I definitely feel like this old way, and that is the same when it comes to work. So we're going to see like people are going to create their own jobs. People are going to create their own ways of making a living. And if you're working for someone, the demand is going to be like, we are here to live life, and that is it. Now, there is going to be a continuation, and this is what I've heard from the spirit world. Like, the spirit world wants to push us fast and furious into the future, and that means the old ways are going to continue to fall. The old ways of how we see gender, the whole ways how we see each other, and putting each other in boxes and stereotypes. These things are going to continue to fall, and we're going to see rainbows and colors of living, meaning like, even though people are seeing that there's like a dark world and there's things that are kind of like, we are being bombarded with the truth of the world, what it's going to create is this rainbow instead of this black and white idea, meaning like everything is this or everything is that. We're going to see the rainbow of life. And I think it's going to be very exciting for what I can see in the next year. You're going to see so much change. People are going to burst out of their skin and go, well, not literally, but they're going to burst out and kind of become more and more who they have been like keeping on the wraps. Now, the other side wants us to do, they wants us to do this. They are pushing us to evolve, to expand. Now, how does technology have a play in that? Oh, gosh, so many ways. AI, VR, AR, augmented reality, all of these things are helping us expand ourselves beyond this time, meaning we are expanding ourselves past time and space. And the more we expand ourselves past time and space, it gives us time and room to look at other things. If you have an AI writing something for you, you have more time to, kind of look at yourself. If you want to understand how the other realm works, they are able to look at things and expand themselves and evolve and take inner reflection, because they're not caught up in the material world. So if we have things that are kind of taking away those small little tasks and things that took up so much time, it leaves us to expand and evolve. So do not be afraid of it. Do not be afraid of change, of evolving, of moving past time and space. If we have, a McDonald's, and cue the McDonald's that is like, running automatically on its own. If we have places like this doing this, I know it scares people because they're like, oh, people will be out of a job, but that will mean there'll be new jobs that will come into place. People who are going to be doing other things that will flourish. That's how progression always is. So my feeling is in the next year, we are going to see such major changes that it's probably going to have your head spinning. I have said this for a long time. I'll say it again. School is going to completely change. I feel like in the next 5 years, school will absolutely be hybrid, meaning like kids will be able to be working from home and learning from home. And maybe I kind of foresee these kind of pods happening in schools where you can go and meet and socialize and maybe have like social activities with each other, but learn, so that there's like a hybrid of life going on, because we are moving into a new era. And lastly, health. I feel like in the health department, we're going to see so much breakthroughs, so many things, that it's going to make people feel like, oh my gosh, are we actually here? Are we actually being able to like fix things? I honestly have always felt like so many things we do are still so barbaric that it's finally catching up, where we're going, oh my gosh, we don't need to do things with sawing people, like cutting people open and making people suffer in a certain ways. We've come through such a dark time, and I know it was been rough over the past few years, and I always thought 2022 was still going to be a little rough, but 2023 is going to definitely like have so much rainbows flying through, meaning like so much growth, so much change. And we are going to come through into this new space. We're going to see people, you know, just kind of being in their true authentic self, and that may make a lot of people uncomfortable and a lot of people, you know, freaked out about it. But those of us who are more ready and conscious and aware are going to embrace it and thrive. So happy New Year. Happy 2023. And I wanted to say this, and I should announce it at the beginning, but I wanted to say this. Go ahead, and I'm giving a code for 25% off my readings for the New Year's. It's only going to last to the 2nd of January, and you can go ahead and use that. And I'm teaching a class on, right now I'm doing a class that too late to kind of get into, but it's the mediumship class, practice class 101, but I'm going to be doing the 102 class of psychic development and practice. And I just want to say thank you so much. Cheers to you. Follow yourself. Follow no one, listen to your inner voice, and I'll see you soon.